baby.
Way. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby beholders.
Oh,
here we are.
Children of the beholders. How's it going, Sandeep?
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man, Omar. It's going well. It's going well. I'm going to see Omar, by the way, Val and Rekha. I'm going to see Omar in less than 12 hours in person.
Lucky.
At like 6 o'clock in the morning at Burbank Airport.
Bright and early at Guy Fieri's finest.
Are you guys going to Sketchfest?
Oh no, we're not that cool. We're going to Park City, which is still cool, to do this kind of corporate gig. We're gonna be filming a bunch of corporate people, and we're also gonna be playing D&D with them.
I'm going to Park City this weekend.
Wait, what?
With my brother.
What? What?
Just for fun.
Are you guys going to play D&D with a bunch of corporate people?
No.
Wait, should we hang out?
Yeah.
Jeez, I guess we got to find you. We leave on Saturday morning, so I don't know.
I leave on Saturday morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should
I feel
hang
like
out.
I'm witnessing something beautiful. I feel like...
Never started an episode of the Tea Kettle like this.
No.
We realized
this is
that three of us are going to be in Park City.
Yeah, instead of going to Sketchfest. It's very strange. Val,
funny.
do you want to hop on a plane?
It's crazy that you say that because I'm not going to Park City, but I will be driving through on my way to San Diego.
Wait,
so maybe
you're gonna drive through Park City on your way to San Diego?
Are you guys like in the? You
said
Burbank,
north.
so I thought you were like LA kind of.
It's going to Utah.
We're going to Utah.
Oh, so no, I won't.
Don't drive through Utah.
Okay,
I mean, do. Sorry, do drive through Utah and hang out with us on
maybe
Friday.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see how this
send me a plane
podcast goes.
ticket. Maybe we will just the entire cast and crew will just eventually. You're here?
Yeah.
What?
Actually, that's what this podcast is about. We're here to fundraise to get VoodooVal out to Park City. Come on, guys. Let's hit this tier. Let's hit this goal.
Please.
Just a few more $1,000.
I'm begging you. At this point, I'm begging you.
Well, how about I introduce the show? What do you think? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, welcome to the Tea Kettle, the DesiQuest after show podcast exclusive to our Patreon backers. Oh, thank you. This whole endeavor could not be possible without you, dear listeners, so thank you so much. I'm your host, Sandeep. I'm the executive producer and cast member who plays Ash, and as always, my co-pilot is none other than the Halcyon, Omar Najam, who plays Mirka.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
It's very Halcyon, don't you think? You think he's pretty Halcyon, you guys?
For sure, yeah. Yeah, touches of...
Yeah.
It's giving Halcyon.
Yeah, for sure. So, I lost my page. Here it is. I found it again. Guys, it just says banter. Did we do banter? Is that good?
I think we did banter. I think we planned a trip, really, is what we did.
The page just says this, Omar. What do I do?
Go on about Halcyon.
Make pizza?
Yeah.
Hey, after every episode of DesiQuest is launched, we release another episode of this, the Tea Kettle, with me and Omar and some very special guests. And from the show this week, we have we kind of already introduced them, but we have Voodoo Val. She is a digital artist and creative educator based in Northern California, and just so everybody knows, Utah is not on the way.
No.
From where she is too. Okay.
No.
To San Diego. Just so we're clear. Yeah, I don't want to dox you. But that is just the truth about your map.
If you look in Utah, you won't find me. You won't. I mean, let them think.
Yeah, let them believe whatever they want to believe.
Yeah.
But speaking of Utah, you do specialize in dark fantasy illustration, it says here, creating mystical worlds.
Because Utah screams dark fantasy illustration to me.
Mystical worlds and portraits with sinister vibes. I mean,
pretty Utah.
Those Mormon temples are pretty intense.
yeah, very, very unique. I'm all the spooks. That's my thing. So anything spooky, creepy, sci-fi, fantasy is my jam. Yeah.
Yeah. And now Desi as well. I think you can add to your
other
jam.
type of spooky.
Yep. It's okay because we're saying it. That's
exactly.
Okay, so it's fine. Yeah. And then the person just making that great joke is Rekha Shankar. She is an executive story editor for Grand Crew on NBC. Recently, not there anymore. But now you are working on
It's
another
true.
show.
It's recently not there anymore.
It's recently not there anymore. But it was there and it was great. But now you're working on Andy Samberg's and Neil Campbell's Digman on Comedy Central. Is it Digman or Digman?
Digman.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll take it again.
I'm pissed.
Not going to edit this. You should be pissed. Also, a staff writer for Animaniacs and a head writer for College Humor and frequently featured all over Dropout. You're just dropping out so much.
Got to.
You got to drop out. Is there anything you could say about your new show on Dropout, or is that not we're not talking about
All
that?
I can say is that it's called Smarty Pants.
And
That's it? I'll let you, everybody, take a big guess at what the themes are, what it's about. I'll confirm literally nothing.
Got it.
But I think it could be fun. What do you think it's about? Is it about food? Is it about dogs? Is it about
smarts and pants?
Perhaps?
Yeah,
is it clothes, braid?
The candy Smarties?
Is it a show where I get to operate on somebody? Is it a show?
It's just real life operation. It's the board game operation, but
is it a show where I get to operate on somebody? I don't know. Take a guess.
Not another tennis elbow. All right. Well, so lovely to have you. Thanks for being on this this episode. But before we dive into episode 6, we're going to ask you, dear listener, to go ahead and do that thing where you comment and you like and you do all that stuff, and then maybe tell a friend. Tell a friend about DesiQuest. Let us know what we got cooking here. Maybe tell them about this Patreon and how fun these after shows are. And if you haven't already, head on over to DesiQuest.com. Hop onto that mailing list, huh? You get a discount. A discount drops into your inbox once you join, and you get some sweet merch. We did have a handful of sponsors too took big swings on us to make this show possible, and so we want to shout them out. This is not even part of their deal. We're just doing it because they loved on us before we had nothing, and so we want to love back to them. And so this week we want to shout out Die Hard Dice, who jumped in and helped us out with some finishing funds because they believe in us, and I believe in those dice, you guys. They're juicy. They're iconic metal, enchanting polymer dice as well. They got party-saving trays and game upgrades, and they have actually really great service. Like they have like a great service department. They really pride themselves on service. If you have any issues with anything, they get on the phone with you. They talk to you. Take your gaming to new heights while telling your story your own unique way with Die Hard Dice. And by the way, you can get a discount on their stuff and help our show by going to DesiQuest.com/DHD for Die Hard Dice. That will shoot you to our link. And then if you buy stuff from there, it helps us out too. So there you go.
There you go. And also, hey, if you like the banter that you heard earlier about things like Halcyon or like possibly what Rekha's show could be about, might I recommend for you that you check out ABCD, a podcast that Sandeep and I host on EffinFunny. We chat about all things about being American-born chatty creatives and concerned Desis. Lots of that concern going around these days. Stuff in the news that we're confused about, some culture identity stuff that we're working on. We usually play a ridiculous game, and then we pick the Desi of the week. You can find over 30 episodes of the show on EffinFunny on the YouTube or wherever podcasts can be found.
Yes. And someday, Rekha, you too can be the Desi of the week. I mean,
I was about to ask.
Just keep hosting shows. Just keep hosting, operating the shows.
Yeah, okay. And, looking for my plaque in the mail right now.
Yeah, we'll see. But we put a pause on that show. We're starting back up hopefully in March of this year. But we put a pause on that show so we can do this show. So without further ado, do you hear it? You guys hear it?
Ooh.
The tea kettle is whistling.
Oh.
So let's spill some chai about episode number 106. This was a juicy episode.
Mm-hmm.
This was combat. This was spiders climbing mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Almost eating my character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
big cliffhangy endy going on there. Lots of juicy stuff, but we're going to dive into lots of great combat. If you are right, I think Omar, you said this before, like if you're like a big combat nerd, this is like the episode for you, right?
Yes, I said that last week. It was our last episode. It's like if you're in for some 5e, you're in for some 5e right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Before we jump on that, let's ask Val. Val did what I like to say is really, it's like the icing on the cake, really, is what you created for us. In like, what's a cake without icing? It's
nobody like a muffin, basically.
It's just a sweet bread.
It's like a muffin without without icing.
It's not,
which also sucks.
Yeah.
You visually interpreted all the characters, creating illustrations, and all these incredible graphics for the show. What drew you to this project? Was it just Jasmine forcing you to do it, or what
I wouldn't say she forced me to do it. Any, you guys know her. I think any opportunity to work with her is going to be a great time. But I think that just the subject matter and the project as a whole was definitely near and dear to my heart as well, because I've been a fantasy nerd all of my life, and I grew up in a neighborhood that was predominantly like multi-generational Indian families. And I feel like I've spent a lot of time with Desi people, but I have never been able to work on a project and play to my strengths to kind of pay tribute to all of the wonderful people that I've met. So this was like an opportunity for me to do that, to really kind of contribute artistically to something that I felt was really going hard to raise up and make visible people in that community. So it was an honor to be a part of that. And I was like, absolutely, I will do this. I would love to do this. I would love to be able to be a part of it. So it was that as well. It was special to me personally, and because a lot of my friends were a part of it.
This is another one of those instances of this, like the universe conspiring to get us to make this show as magical as I think it is, because now I can't imagine the show without your stamp on it. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't compute. It wouldn't make sense because you had such an influence over the visual feel of the show in such a profound way. I think with those, with all of it, the gold and all the transitions and all the stuff that really kind of gel the show together.
Thank you.
So I've blessed to have you on this project, truly.
Blessed to be here.
I think blessed. # blessed, you guys. We're just so blessed. Hey, so sorry to interrupt, but the rest of this episode is for our Patreon subscribers only. So if you'd like to hear the rest of this juicy conversation, let me tell you, it gets juicy. There's another 15 minutes, 50 of this conversation over at patreon.com/DesiQuest. Thank you so much for supporting the show.